many, many years, you can imagine being in Taiwan. How many times people ask me, why did you want to come to Taiwan? And you can also imagine that over the years my answer keeps getting shorter and shorter because I'm tired of telling the whole story. So here's the full story. So if you're watching this because I told you, that there's probably a reason why. I don't want to have to say it again. All right? So when I was about 10, I became very interested in languages. And so we didn't have copy machine available to students back then. So I got the really huge dictionary in the library at school. And I actually copied down the alphabet sets of many different languages. I was interested in Japanese and Korean and Greek and Cyrillic, which is Russian, and Sanskrit. And so I learned all these different lettering systems. Couldn't speak the languages, but I learned how to write the sounds. And that was interesting to me. And I knew that Chinese doesn't have an alphabet. You just have to know every word. So that, in my mind, became the greatest challenge ever. I have to learn this. When I was also around the same age, a great uncle came to visit, Uncle Howard, and he had spent 25 years in Japan. I had a National Geographic magazine about the Himalayas, and there was a map, a fold-out map, and some of the peaks on the Chinese side were written in Chinese. And he saw that and was able to pronounce some of them. And I was like, that is so cool. I really want to learn this. Then, about 11 years old, we went to Canada one time. We were in a bookstore, and they had Italian, English, French, English, and every kind of language, English dictionaries. And there was a Chinese English dictionary. It was the big fat one. And I was like, I really want this. My parents said, no, you don't need that. So I gave up. Then when I was 20, first year at university with my buddy, he's from Taiwan, and his name is Zhang, which when I chose my Chinese name, I chose the surname Chang because of him. If I hadn't met him, I wouldn't have become interested in Taiwan. And he had a Chinese English dictionary on his bookshelf in the dormitory. So he taught me a few words and a couple sentences, and that got me started. 5 years later, in 1995, I had so many classmates from Taiwan that I decided to come the first time for a visit. And then I went back one more year, graduated, and came back to Taiwan for good. So I didn't come because of job opportunity or anything. I came because of language first, and then of course I found jobs to support myself. That's why I wanted to come to Taiwan. Now, almost half my life is now in Taiwan. I came when I was 26, and I'm now 50. So when I'm 52, that'll be half my life. I am going to calculate the exact day that is the 50% point of my life. Unfortunately, I calculated the day that my dad's age, the day I was born, would have been 2007, October something. So when I reached that age, I was going to call my dad and tell him, today I am exactly the age you were when I was born. But he died 3 months before that. So GoPro stopped recording.